Hi, and welcome to another exciting episode of House of Magic. I'm Eric.
And I'm Cassie.
And tonight we're going to be discussing the new Magic logo, banner, however you kind of want to describe it.
I think it's a logo that's being released with the banner. Like, the banner is new, but the banner is also going to be featuring the new logo.
Alright, so
first off, in case you haven't seen the Magic logo and you don't know what we're talking about, hopefully at some point during the editing process, I'm going to learn how to put pictures in this area.
So you got the first one.
Right.
From 93 to 99 it lasted. Then the next one lasted 99 to 2015. And then 2015 to 2018. And this one will be the new one in 2018.
Now it's important to note that these past logo changes have gone with banner changes, but the logo itself has only changed in font color. The font itself and even the graphic effect that was in the background of the art was mostly the same. It has changed a bit. It has gone from rustic to a little more modernized, where now instead of the splotches, they have a straight line with some gradation. But the font was the same, and I feel that the thing that is pissing Magic players off the most, and yes, many Magic players are pissed off, is that they've changed the font. Now I use quotes because in my opinion, the font is changed, but it's also the same. It's the same font with a more industrial look to it.
We were looking at it and stuff, and it looks like the original lettering and stuff looks like it was like pressed down from a paper cutter.
Yeah, remember the paper cutters that they used in our elementary school days where they pressed down on it? It looks like that. But it also has a drawn feel. The edges are squiggly.
Yeah, so it's not like a nice, crisp, clean line. They're kind of more like almost like a bubble.
It's like they used the shitty paper with a dull blade.
Like they've been doing it for it's an old blade, needs to be sharpened. To where the new logo, it's a lot cleaner, it's a lot crisper looking.
Now, mind you, the font itself, if you look at it, the A's are the same shape. The M is the same shape. It's like they just sharpened up the blades of that paper cutter a bit.
Yeah. Now, I will admit that when I first saw it, I didn't like it too much. And the more and more I looked at it, the more and more I read into it and stuff, it's kind of growing on me.
I personally have liked it from the beginning. I like silver, I like sharp, I like the industrial look.
Yeah, and I always kind of like the industrial look, but I wasn't expecting them to do it. I wasn't expecting Wizards to go that route. I mean, it's such a 180 from what they have had in the past. I mean, they've always had bright colors for the letterings, from the blue that they had to the kind of the orange reddish, and then they kind of did a little bit of changing on the orange reddish.
It was basically yellow, and then it went to orange red.
Yeah, but I think as far as making marquees, making banners, making signs for tournaments and being in convention centers, I think having the Planeswalker symbol is going to be so much easier than having to print such a massive banner, or some says Magic the Gathering on it, and you just put the Planeswalker symbol up, and we all know what that is. I mean, come on. If you don't know what it is, you're a fucking idiot. Let's be honest.
Like I said at the beginning, there is a banner. And one of the reasons that I've been saying since the beginning that I think that they're making this change, and I believe it's even visible on the banner, is that they are featuring a female Planeswalker this time. I really think Magic is finally seeing, hey, the girl crowd isn't coming naturally, and we might have to work for that demographic.
Yeah.
But as Eric pointed out, she's also a somewhat scantily clad woman, so that might bring some men to it too. Who the fuck knows?
I digress. So, I mean, and this whole thing about them changing the back of the cards, I mean, come on.
First off, they're not changing the back of the cards. That was never an issue, but because it's the internet and Donald Trump could sneeze and suddenly people would say he spread AIDS to everyone, we have to cover our asses constantly in our news banners.
And maybe my personal opinion, I think the reason why people thought there might be a change in the back, because on the magic.com, magic.wizards.com, in one of their articles that it says raising a new banner, they have in a bold print, and I quote, "There is no current or future plan to change printed card backs or to take away your ability to collect and shuffle up cards from all sets and eras, end quote. I mean, to me, if it wasn't a thought, why would you mention it? Because now you put the earworm into everybody's mind, thinking, oh, they thought about it now they might actually do it.
Because, sweetie, when they first announced this, they didn't announce it on this website in this article. They announced it on stream, where people could see the live stream of the news and make comments on it. Probably some dick said, are you going to change the back of the cards? And when people started asking that, they realized maybe we should put this in the goddamn fucking article.
I know. They've been several different changes. They've never changed the backs of the cards. Quite frankly, I think they ever do. I think it's the stupidest mistake they ever made in their lives. And be quite honestly, I mean, the only people that would really, really affect people who play with clear sleeves, and I've yet to see anybody play with clear sleeves.
But it doesn't matter, because it's not happening.
Exactly. So
quit fucking talking about it.
Hey, I know, I'm just saying,
it's not happening.
People are still bitching about it. I mean, you go on Twitter and stuff and everywhere else, and it's like, oh my gosh, are they going to change it? I think they're not going to fucking change it.
Which is why that they probably had to put it in bold set in their articles, because people who don't read the goddamn article are seeing new Magic logo, new bag of cards, because people don't fucking read these days.
Well, anyways, so, that's kind of our input on it and stuff. And, I mean, with the last banner they used, I mean, really, Wizards Jace, really, you could have picked a more color, more of a planeswalker that just pisses people off. They just see blue and people just go fucking irate on it. That's like a trigger. Blue players, you're a trigger. You're all fucking assholes. Every single one of you. If you play a bunch of cancel spells, you're a fucking asshole. I'm sorry. Nobody likes you.
Says the man who does that shit.
Only to you.
You're such a bitch. Okay, but anyway, as Eric keeps getting off the topic that we agreed to stay on.
It's about Magic.
The biggest thing is that people are mad. Now, companies rebrand all the time. New logos come out all the time. If you saw the first Mountain Dew logo, it looks nothing like the current Mountain Dew logo. They've taken the word mountain out of fucking Mountain Dew. That's how much they've changed their logo. So for this to be Wizards' fourth change
in 25 years.
In 25 years, and yes, it's the most major change, but it could be a hell of a lot more major, y'all. It could be way more major. So first off, let's go ahead and take off our pissy panties and put on some goddamn new dry underwear so that we all have unchafed asses.
But if you look at what they've been doing for the last, I guess maybe 10 years now, I think it was the Return to Ravnica block, the letter typing in it, is almost this exact same letter block. It's very industrialized. It's very edgy. It's got very clean, crisp lines, and not so much smooth lines.
Compare it to Magic Origins. Compare it to their Puzzle Quest app. Compare it to their online formats. They've been moving this way for a while. Also, people are complaining a lot about lens flares on this.
Lens flares?
Yeah, okay. So if you
I
look...
heard about that.
Yeah, everyone, lens flare, because there's... On that there. There's a shiny thing. God forbid there's a fucking shiny thing. For y'all's sake. Y'all are the most shiny.
People are pissing about that?
Yeah, people are pissing about that.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Y'all, you guys should see your motherfucking faces when you see a foil. And you guys can't deal with a fucking shiny lens flare? Y'all are shiny bitches!
Yeah. Almost worse than Yu-Gi-Oh! Not quite. Because there's some crazy motherfuckers there. Yep. I don't know, and like I said, it's growing on me. The more and more I see it, the more and more I think about it, I really start to like it. But I just don't understand why people are just so butthurt over it. I mean, it doesn't make...
I also like
it's not going to change anything you're going to do. That's what I don't understand.
I think the biggest change is it's taking out the rustic and giving a metallic industrial look. And I think people think rustic, nostalgia... My childhood days, this is what I used to do as a kid. And they don't realize that, yes, while Magic players are growing up, there are also Magic players who are growing into the game, who are young, who are just starting to play. They don't get the rustic, nostalgic feel. They are surrounded by technology. They live in an era where, I swear to God, teenagers do not know what a dial tone sounds like. That is a fact that I know. Teenagers don't know what a dial tone sounds like. They don't understand what... dial-up internet sounds like. If you played that sound for them, they wouldn't know. So if you're trying to market to a younger crowd,
Hell,
You have to get rid of.
AIM is. In fact, you had to get the little fucking disc in order to get that shit up and running.
So that's the thing, is that when you're trying to implement yourselves to a new crowd, which they have to do, because sad story, all us fuckers are gonna die someday.
And I'm sorry, if you want something old and nostalgic, play with clear sleeves. Look at the back of the fucking cards. That's the fucking original fucking print.
But that's
Nothing
the
of
thing.
that has changed. You want nostalgic? Look
No
at the back
one's
of the
playing
cards.
with nostalgic compared.
Well, people are, but they're spending a shitload of fucking money to do
Well,
that.
I mean, if you buy it's not the
And
first.
that's another video. Let me tell you something.
Would you shut the fuck up so I can talk?
Maybe.
When you're marketing into a new crowd, you have to go with what they know. Kids know technology. Kids know industrial. Kids know metallic. That's what's going to draw their eyes. As cool as the old logo looks, it's not going to draw the new players as much as the new one might.
Yeah.
And I'm sure that Magic has done a shit ton, a metric fucking shit ton of market research on this.
Yeah, because I can't imagine this was cheap. I can't imagine rebranding a new logo. Everything is going to get put on that new logo over and over again. That cannot be cost effective to do it over and over again just for no damn reason. See, now you're on camera. Now you're famous.
So we've asked our Instagram followers to kind of tell us what they're thinking. And I will say one Instagram account who I have thought has been hilarious through this whole thing has been Magic the Hatering, who we will of course link to below. He has all sorts of good memes on his thing. It's mostly just memes, but it's fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
He made some great memes on it, so go check that out. He thinks it's okay. He says, I think it's okay, but an unnecessary change and kind of bland / trendy, which once again, trendy is probably what they're going for.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
Here, give it to me.
1 second. I need to. He also says that it's, he says minimalism and lens flare and that god-awful Planeswalker logo. I guess if you hate the Planeswalker logo, you're gonna hate this logo. But that's where they're headed, y'all. It's just where they are. Yisan the Wanderer Bro also made a really good meme about someone getting out of a coma since 2016. She's like, "You're awake, you've been in a coma since 2016. And he says, "Thank God, I'm so excited to see the trendy new logo Magic has put out." Okay, buddy. No, you're not going back on the table.
So, I mean, that's kind of where we're at. And if we like to hear your comments, your ideas, your thoughts on it.
There's a beautiful space down below.
Mm-hmm.
And we read that shit, and sometimes
Just-
I respond. And usually I'm not a bitch in those responses.
You should be very fortunate. But let us know what you're feeling. Type it out. Bang it out for us. That's.
And it doesn't have to
dialogue.
be in the comment section here. Remember, we have an Instagram, a Twitter, a Facebook. You can share it any of those places. Whichever one is your favorite place to write shit out.
Do it. Do it now.
So, if you liked what you saw here, subscribe, press the up button, share it with your friends. If you didn't like what you saw here,
Press the up button, like it, share with your friends.
give us hate mail. That's cool. Hate mail is better than no mail, right?
Yes.
Don't be a dick, though. I'm the only one allowed to do that.
She does it very well.
But once again, this has been House of Magic. We don't have cool names, so we have no idea what to say at the end. But thanks so much for watching, and we'll invite you over again soon.
Bye.